Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Tuesday the 27th of June and I'm Nigel Croft. In this video we'll be looking at two UK stocks, Elementis and BCA Marketplace. BCA Marketplace has come out with figures today, and we'll also be looking at two US stocks. Bluebird Bio, which overnight announced a £350 million secondary offering, and Micron Technology, which has been upgraded overnight and is coming out with its figures on Thursday. Let's have a look at the charts. So starting with Elementis, I must declare I'm a shareholder of this. You can see that the shares have moved back above the 50-day moving average, and to me that's a positive sign. I see the consolidation that we've had recently as a flag, and I do expect a break to the upside. What you'll get over the next few days is that the 20-day moving average, which is actually at the moment moving down, will turn round, and then that will cross the 50-day when they're both moving up. That's a golden cross. Bodes very well for the medium term picture. We did actually have one on the 28th of April, so we're going to get another one, and that will be positive, and I'm hoping that's going to push the share price higher. On the RSI, you can see that we are in an uptrend, and it's above 50, presently 53.3, and you can see that the MACD at the zero, flatlining, but are poised to move higher and indicate positive momentum if we do get a tick upwards. On the weekly picture, again, to me this just looks like a very much like a flag on a bullish chart. Had a flag there in December, another flag in April. We're having this flag. We're back to the 20-week moving average. We've just had a golden cross on the 50, crossing the 200-day moving average, so it all bodes well. RSI in a slight downtrend, but it's well above 50, so still indicating positive momentum. Likewise, the MACD are drifting down, so slight negatives from the RSI and MACD, but at the moment I'm just inclined to go with the daily and just look at the picture and assume it's a flag. On the 4 hour, there's a bad tick which is affecting the chart, but you can see that we're above all the moving averages, and those moving averages will start to move up shortly. The RSI is above 50, 58.4, and you can see that the MACD have just started to indicate a bullish signal as well. On the support resistance levels, there's resistance at 306.3 and at 320.68, with support at the 20-day at 96.83, and then the 204-hour moving average at 95.37. Moving on to BCA Marketplace, obviously British Car Auctions and that other website, We Buy Any Car. Sorry, I'll just turn off the cursor. And you can see that they've come out with figures today. It's helped the share price. It's just about broken the downtrend. To me, the key is whether it can get back above that 50-day moving average. If it can, then you're likely to see a test of the resistance at the 207. If it doesn't go back above the 50-day in the next 2 or 3 days, you will get the downtrend in 20-day come into play, and that will push the market back down below the 197 level. On the RSI, it has broken its downtrend and has just marginally gone above 50 at 50.43. It does need to get above that 50-day for the RSI to continue higher, so just keep your eye on that level. The MACD just starting to turn, but really still indicative of the negative momentum that we've seen since the 23rd of May. On the weekly, Here you can see that we're in a medium-term uptrend. Support coming in at the 20-week 193.47. Again, there's a slight downtrend needs to be broken. That would mean need a move above the 204 level. On the 4-hour, you can see the breakup that we've had today. This is actually finding resistance from the 54-hour moving average, which is presently at 201.21. So that's the key to this. The 24-hour is already turning round, so will give support probably from tomorrow. That's at 197.8. RSI's ticked back above 50, and the MACD are poised to start indicating a buy signal. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what that is. On the support resistance levels, we have got resistance at 201.8 and at 208.37, with support at 194 and at 193.49. Moving on to the American market, Bluebird Bio announced a secondary offering overnight. Expect some weakness as that's ongoing. Probably going to price round about, well, let's wait and see, probably around about 107.5, 108. Maybe if it doesn't go well, around about the 105, that would be a support level from the rising 20-day moving average. The RSI has had a non-confirmation to the upside, and the MACD are rolling, indicative that we are likely to get some more consolidation. On the weekly, you can see that we're slightly extended away from the 20 and the 50-week moving averages, and the RSI has tracked sideways, still well above 50 at 68.4, and here the MACD is okay as well. On the 4-hour, you can see the breakdown. You can see that the 105 would be a key support if it priced around there on the secondary. We would, if we continue to consolidate, we will get a head and shoulder formation that must be watched on this 4-hour. It would only take another day of trading around this 110, 111 level for that to occur. Then a breakdown below 108 would signify a confirmation of that head and shoulders, and may bring the stock back down towards the 100 level. Here the RSI is in a downtrend, marginally above 50, and the MACD are indicating negative momentum. On the support resistance at 113.14, 123.75, with support at 103.97 the 20-day, and then the 50-day at 93.29. Finally, moving on to Micron technology, we are poised to move into new high ground. In fact, the high yesterday was in new high ground. They're coming out with their figures on the 29th. Be aware of that. There was an upgrade yesterday. The momentum does need to pick up here. Even though we did reach a new high, the RSI could be about to indicate a non-confirmation, and the MACD are also giving a slight warning sign in that they're not partaking in the rally. So be aware of that. Now the market's come down. You can see the uncertainty on yesterday's trading. Very little body. That uncertainty usually leads to increased volatility. Be aware of that. There is support at the rising 20-day moving average, 31.31, and below there the 30 level, and then the 50-day 29.35. On the weekly, you can see that the enormous rally that's been in place since May. The RSI is still very high, obviously, given that the move up that's been in place. That's at 72. MACD are flat lining. Nothing really to say about that chart. And on the 4 hour, you can see yesterday's trade. Again, you can see the uncertainty on the tick on the chart from the previous 4 hours. That usually indicates that volatility, as I said, may increase. The 20 and the 54 hour would give supports. MACD here again has shown a non-confirmation. If it peaks at this level, it's still well below the level that we had on the previous peak. MACD are turning up here, so that's a positive. So on Micron, you've just got to be careful. I'd probably wait for the figures before doing anything. And on the support resistance, there's resistance at 32.96, 35.74, and then supports 31.31, which is the 20-day, and 29.35, which is the 50-day. So that's been TA for traders. We've looked at 4 stocks. We looked at Elementis in the UK, which is a flag and looks good. British Car Auctions, BCA Marketplace. And then in the States, we looked at Bluebird Bio, that's having a secondary. Looks like it'll come back to supports. And Micron Technology coming out with figures in a couple of days. I would wait for the figures. There's a bit of uncertainty at these high levels. We may have had a non-confirmation on the RSI. Thanks for watching this video. Please remember that I do these videos for educational purposes. They're not meant as an investment recommendation, and please do read the disclaimer. Thank you.